Hey everybody, happy Friday. Rob here at Twisted. I'm down in the old cinema workshop and we've got a special guest this week.
Hello.
Tati's here with Blue Tit, OverInTheRover on Instagram. And we've had Blue Tit in to let Mike do a bit of a ramp inspection, go over some of the mechanicals, some of the little tweaks, because Blue Tit is a beautiful early Land Rover 90, not a Defender, a 90. So it was the forerunner to the Defender. It sat between the Series 3 and Defender and has some lovely quirks to it.
Quirk, the polite term.
A super rare 2.5 litre petrol engine, which is just beautiful. Purrs away, I think it's fair to say. But gorgeous early doors on here. So the Series type was split doors. These are single one piece, but still with the Series lift up handle on there. Just some gorgeous touches. The galvanised front bumper on here. And you can absolutely see where Defender came from. The body shape is virtually identical. The mechanical's slightly different, but it was the first time that Land Rover had coil spring on this shape of vehicle. So Mike has worked his magic, and whilst we've been looking at this, Tati's been out in our TVS.
Very, very smart. It's kind of a little bit different from the rattling, leaking Blue Tit, but very much so a Land Rover. Absolutely just comfortable, warm, dry. It can hit 70 miles an hour very quickly. So that was very, very special.
Yeah,
very special.
A spot of camping on the roof as well.
Yeah, we hit the Yorkshire Moors. We hit the Yorkshire Moors and popped up the hydraulic roof tent. That's just so cool. You just thing, and it's very different from my European summer, but so cool. And being able to get it in the morning, having just pushed the tent down, because that's all you have to do with the very smart twisted tent, and putting the key in, knowing that firstly the key will go in and twist, and then the engine will actually start. So relaxing. Put your heated seat on, twist it, literally twist it, and away you go. So that was a proper treat.
That was so easy. I love this tent.
One of the nice things that you said when you came back was that it still felt like a Land Rover.
Yeah, you've done like all of the bits that you would want to be right, and like the doors shut, the seals shut. It's got like the heating works, everything works and is upgraded and is lovely, but it still very much feels like a Land Rover. Obviously, it's a 110, so it's considerably bigger than Blue Tit, and that's obviously we've got quite a lot of road presence, but it is amazingly still very much a Land Rover, which I didn't think I would believe before I'd been here, but it is still.
Yeah, that's kind of a super hard thing for us to convey, really, over a website or what have you, is that we still maintain everything that it should be. You still have to drive it. It's still analog and you still feel it.
Yeah.
But you can drive it harder.
Yeah.
You can
and it's got diff lock, low box, all of which we very much use.
So yeah, everything in the North Yacht modes when you're off on trails and tracks that you want to still operate and do what it should.
And the brakes work very well. I found that as well. Yeah, we almost hit a pheasant trying to do 60 miles an hour. So yeah, anyway.
She's like, whatever, don't worry about it. I got you, babes.
But again, it's so lovely that somebody that drives something like this, and that's still, this, when you get back in here from driving out, still have a massive grin on your face.
Smart. And Matt said as we were driving in, he was like, just be careful, because when you get back in Blue Tit, it's not going to quite feel the same. I thought, well, I have a very smart Vauxhall Corsa, so I've driven modern cars, obviously not quite at all like a Twisted, but I still get back in this and the biggest smile on my face, because this is like a little home for me.
But exactly, and that's where Land Rover and Defender and 90, 110, regardless of what it is, becomes part of not only your lifestyle, but your family as well. I think it's fair to say. And whilst, you've been out and enjoyed ours, and we're very proud of what we do and some lovely features with it, that is still home, still family, still the part of.
Yeah, but you can feel it with that. So you very kindly let me a 2.3 litre petrol with a turbo, but it still feels like, okay, it's faster and everything, but the engine still feels Land Rover-y.
But it just works with that vehicle and the dynamics of it and how it handles. And
It's not like you just whacked an engine in there. The brakes are upgraded as well, so that when it goes fast, you can then brake.
It's bringing everything together as that package.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what's so lovely. But it's also nice for us to look back at where everything's come from and be very respectful of, you know, where we went from Series 3 to 90 to Defender to, you know, a redefined vehicle by Twisted.
Yeah.
Of where they come from, why they've come from those, all the foibles that there are.
Yeah.
We all understand, and I think that's the nice thing about Land Rover ownership is we all understand the failings of the vehicle, but they're almost a lot of the reasons why we love them.
I think with anything you love, you know that they're not perfect. That's fine, and that's kind of why you love them. But you've just taken them to the salon and made them unbelievably gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly.
The salon.
Every last little bit, isn't it? You know, when you've got the panel alignment, when you've got the soundproofing, when you've got all those bits together, but an engine that still feels Defender, something that you still drive, you still click your lights on in that, you know, very familiar position.
And the indicators still feel Land Rover indicators. The seatbelt plug, really niche. The seatbelt plug feels really nice.
Yeah.
It still feels like a Land Rover seatbelt plug.
Exactly, and it's those little bits. And it's so nice to, have been able to share that with you, that you've been out, experienced that while we've been doing the ramp inspection on this, while we've just been trying to do a little bit of fettling. That you've been able to go off and do that, and you know, hopefully we might see Blue Tit back in the future to maybe offer a few little upgrades on her going.
Wouldn't say no.
Well, I think, you know, amazing to have you down. Thank you ever so much, and thanks for bringing Blue Tit down, trusting us with her, and you know.
Thank you for lending me a zoomy one.
No problem, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll look forward to catching you all again next Friday. From Tati and myself, see you soon.